Welcome friends. Now in this video we are going to do the whole module 2 math triple 1. So first is functions and limits. So we will do with the functions first. So fx is a function 2x square minus x minus 1. F1 means replace x with 1. Replace x with 1. 2 1 square minus 1 plus 1 which is equal to 2. Use a calculator. F minus 2, that is f at the point minus 2. That is replace x with minus 2. 2 same, x replaced with minus 2. Whenever you have minus, always keep a bracket so that the calculator will understand it better. Minus, again x minus 2 plus 1. Use calculator, you get 11. Fa is replace x with a, so 2a square minus a plus 1. See this? See this, is a problem in English. The profit in dollars realizable by the sale of X thermometers per week is Px is equal to so and so. Find the company's profit if 1000 thermometers per week are produced and 2000 thermometers are produced per week. So here what you have to understand is X means number of thermometers per week. X means number of thermometers per week. And the profit Px is the profit. So the profit is given by this formula. I repeat, the profit is given by this formula, where x is the number of thermometers. What is the question? Find profit 1000 thermometers. So P 1000 is equal to, replace x with 1000. So here you get 2000. What is the second question? Find the profit when the number of thermometers sold are 2000. Find the profit. P 2000 means profit when 2000 thermometers are sold. Profit when 2000 thermometers have been sold. So replace x with 2000. Don't look here. So px and p2000. So replace x with 2000. So here x is 2000 square minus 8 2000 minus 5000 is equal to $7,000. Let us do another problem. Fx is equal to 5x plus 3. Find f2, f minus 2, fa, f minus fba plus 2. So f2 means 5 into 2 plus 6, 16. 5 in f minus 2 means 5 minus 2 plus 6 is equal to minus 14. Fa is replace x with a, 5a plus 6, see this. And f minus a means replace x with minus a, 5 minus a plus 6. So 5 times minus a will be minus 5a plus 6. F of a plus 2 means 5a plus 2 plus 6. Replace x with a plus 2. So this is 5a plus 10 plus 6. So 5a plus 16. This problem, gx is equal to 3x square minus 6x minus 3. Find z0, z minus 1, za and z minus a. You do it because it is the same routine problem like this. Let us go to the next problem. Fx is given, fx be defined, fx be the function defined by fx is equal to x square plus 1 by root x. If x is less than or equal to 0 and fx is greater than 0. How to understand this function? This is called a split function. What do you mean by split function? Up to 0, one value will take. After 0, another value will take. Up to 0, the function will take one value. After 0, the function will take another value. Where is the split point? Here is the split point. So this is x less than 0, that is before 0, fx will be x square plus 1. After 0, x greater than 0 means after 0, fx is equal to root x. Okay. So here 0 is included in the first part of the story. First part of the function, x is equal to 0 is included here. So that is why I put closed bracket. The closedness will tell you that x is in this side. Suppose I put closed this side, this is open. Suppose I put closed this side, then x is 0 is included this part of it. So what is the question now? Find f2, f0, f1. F minus 2 means where this minus 2? This minus 2 is here, less than 0. So that means fx value less than 0 means fx value I must take this, x square plus 1. Fx value is I should take it. So f minus 2 means minus 2 third b plus 1 which is 5. F0, 0 means here, 0 is also on the left side, x is equal to 0 is also on the left side. So f0 will be 0 square plus 1, replace x with 0, 0 square plus 1 is 1. F1 means 1 is on the right side, so 1 is on the right side, that is fx value I must take root x. root x, so f1 is equal to root 1. This is another function, another split function, split at 1. What do you mean by split? It is making a cut. I will cut it here before 1 and after 1. Where to keep this one after cutting this one? I have to keep to the left. This one I have to keep it to the left because x less than or equal to 1. So fx will be this one. fx will be 2 plus root 1 by x here, and here fx will be 1 over 1 minus x after 1. So same question like above. 0, the 0 lies between, the 0 lies to the left of it. So f0 means I use this one. F1 means x included here, so f1 is included here. I use the left side of the function. This is the left side of the function. And f2 will be here, so I use fx is equal to 1 minus x. So let's come back to the problem. What is f0? f0 means 2 plus root of 1 minus 0, which is 3. f1 will be here, so 2 plus 1 minus 1 will be 2. And f2 is 1 over 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. It's a simple problem. Only thing is, this figure you have to make it in the mind, or you can draw it. Either way you can do it. So now the domain. The domain have 3 rules. If there is no denominator and there is no root, denominator means down, then the answer will be d is equal to r. If there is a denominator and make it equal to 0, remove the denominator, that is make it equal to 0, remove means minus, r minus denominator equal to 0. If there is a root like this, root x minus 1, see this, then root inside must be greater than or equal to, this is your d. So I repeat, when there is no denominator, no root, answer is d is equal to r. When there is a denominator, r minus denominator is equal to 0, the down is equal to 0. If there is a root, the answer will be set of all, this is a set, inside greater than or equal to 0. If the root is in the denominator, you have to remove the 0 also, that is why you get inside greater than or equal to 0. When the problem comes, you understand it. Now find the domain here, find the domain of fx is equal to 1 over x square minus 1. Here we have only denominator. So make it a denominator equal to 0, use calculator, you get x equal to plus 2 and minus 2. Or x square is equal to 4, x is equal to jother 4 is plus 2 and minus 2. So when there is a denominator, remove that. So that means remove these 2 points. Remove means minus. So r minus these 2 points. Down is 0, r is these 2 points. So here fx is equal to root x minus 1. When there is a root inside is greater than 0. So what is your answer? Domain is equal to bracket x minus, root inside means x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. So in this one, first you have to observe that there is no denominator but only root is there. So x minus 1 greater than 0 means x is our number greater than or equal to 1. So immediately you write greater than or equal to 1 means right side, greater than or equal to 1 means right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all greater than or equal to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinity. So this is the closed bracket, because 1 is also included. You have to write 1 comma. Infinity. Let us take x square plus 3. Here there is no denominator, no root. So answer directly, alatul you write d is equal to r. I repeat, when there is no denominator, d is equal to r. When there is denominator, remove the denominator, r minus denominator equal to 0. This is the answer. When root is there, take inside the root greater than or equal to 0. That will be your answer. So let us do some more problems. Here there is no denominator, no root. Answer is directly r. Here it is root of x minus 1. There is no denominator but root is there. So you write x minus 1 if I greater than or equal to 0. That is x greater than or equal to 5. You have to write interval form 5 comma infinity. Here only denominator is there. Remove the denominator. So r minus down is equal to 0. So use calculator, mod 5 3. This is 1 1 minus 2. You get these 2 values. Remove that. So here is another function, the consumption function of a of economy is given by the equation Cy is equal to this, where Cy is the personal consumption, where Y is the disposable personal income. Find CO, C50, C100. CO means replace Y with 0, C50 means replace Y with 50, C100 means replace Y with 100, and you do it. If you do it, C0 will become 6 will be the answer. C50 means replace here, you get 43.5 is the answer. When you replace 100, it is, this is 75 plus 6, 81 will be your answer. Please do it by yourself. Now the next thing is algebra functions. This is also very easy, algebra functions. So here is algebra means plus, minus, multiply and divided by. Fx is equal to this function, gx is equal to this function. Find f minus g. F minus g means f minus g at x. You have to understand this. I repeat, and I give f minus g means it is at the point x. This is wrong. You have to write like this. He has to ask like this, not like this. But he is crazy, so he will ask like this, f minus g. So that means you have to put x and then evaluate. What do you mean by f minus g at x? Fx minus gx. Put this value fx minus gx, remove it, x cube minus x square, 5 minus 2, that is 7. Calculate gf. Gf means g multiply x. So you should ask gfx. You should ask like this, not like this. But you will ask like that. So gf means gf at x means g multiply f. Gx multiply fx. So simply write like this. Fx is equal to this, gx is equal to this, hx equal to this. Find the rule for f minus g h. F minus g over h. So you should not ask like this. You should write f minus g over h at x. That means fx, gx, hx. Put the values. 2x plus 4 sawa x cube minus x square, here it is. 5 minus 2 is plus 7. Find the rule for fg over h. Fg means f multiply g over h. F multiply g over h at x you should write it. That is fx, gx, hx. Actually you should have given like this, but at least you should have given like this, but he is giving like this. So you have to put x. That x means x goes for f, x goes for g, x goes for h. So fx multiply gx we write like this, hx we write like this. Now fx is equal to this, gx is equal to this, hx is equal to this. Find the following. First f plus g. F plus g means this plus this. So f plus g means fx plus gx. Fx is x minus 1, gx is gx plus 1. 1 will cancel to x. Gh over g minus h. What do you mean by g? X plus 1, h means multiply here. Gh means g multiply h, here it is. G minus h means g minus h. This multiply this, keep it like this. This minus this, x minus x will cancel. 1 minus is plus 2. So this kind of simple simplification, you must be able to know it. Let us do one more problem. Fx is equal to x square plus 1, gx is equal to root x minus 2. Find the function f plus g, f minus g, fg and f over g. F plus g means fx plus gx. You write it like this. 5 minus 2 is 3. Whatever you know, simplify that you write it. F minus g means fx is here, minus here, gx is here, lazim cos here. So this is x square minus root x. 5 minus is plus 7. So fg means f multiply g. Just simply write it. F over g means f divided by g, fx over gx divided by g. Simply write like this. Now cost, revenue and profit functions. So here we will have 4 functions. One is profit function, another is revenue function, another is cost function. Profit function means you know, I don't have to teach you. Rx means revenue function means the income that comes to your pocket. The income that comes to your pocket is called revenue. Revenue means the money. Cx means the total cost function, which the expenditure you incur for doing a business. I repeat, this is profit, this is revenue, this is cost. Revenue means that comes into your pocket. Cost means you spent on the business. And this cost is divided into 2 values. Total cost is equal to variable cost plus fixed cost. Fixed cost means electricity bill, room rent, office rent. Room rent means rent, R-E-N-T, rent. Like this, these values, electricity bill, room rent and tables, chairs, all these things will come under fixed cost. So what is this? total cost will be variable cost plus fixed cost. What do you mean by variable cost? This month I may produce 100 items, I get some money. Next month I may produce 200 items, I may get more money. Following month I may produce only 50 items, then I get less money. This is variable, changing. Variable means change. It is. Now let us see the problem. A manufacturer of water filters has a monthly fixed cost is 10,000. Monthly fixed cost is called $10,000. So fixed cost means FX. This is FX. Fixed cost means this is your FX. This is your FX. And a variable cost, that is VX. This is VX. Variable cost is for formula he has given, where X denotes the number of filters. Here you have to understand X denotes the number of filters per month. Okay. So find the, what is the question? If I'm Saval, always understand the question. Find a function C that gives the total cost. What do you mean by total cost? That gives the total monthly cost. Total monthly cost CX is variable cost plus fixed cost. Variable cost is this formula plus fixed cost is 10,000. This is the answer. That's all. Very simple. Variable cost plus fixed cost. Just simply write the formula. This is variable cost plus fixed cost is $10,000. Suppose another problem. There is a total. The total revenue realized. Total revenue realized. Revenue means the money that comes into your pocket by the sale of X water filters is given by the total revenue cost function. So Rx is equal to this is given. So find the total profit. What do you mean by total profit? Total profit means revenue. Revenue means the money that comes into your pocket. The money that comes into your pocket. Expenditure means what you spent on the business. What you spent on the business is called expenditure. So this is the profit. Revenue means the money that comes into your pocket, and expenditure means the cost function. The what you spent on the business. What you spent on the business is variable cost and fixed cost. So Rx is this value minus Cx is in the last problem we did it. This is the last problem. This is the Cx is this is the last problem. So this we put it and you simply do it. This you put it, simply do it, minus this x square, minus this, all these things. So when you do it, see this is minus 0.0005, see this, minus 0.005, therefore x square. When you put it in the calculator, this x square calculator will not understand. This minus 0.0001 x square. See, I put x square together, minus this, use calculator, I get this one. So minus 0.0004 x square. After that I put 20 minus 10x. 20 minus 10x. This is minus multiple plus is minus. 20 minus plus 10. If you use calculator you get 10. And this is minus 10,000. So that way you get the answer. So what is this? Profit function is revenue minus cost. Revenue means the money that comes into the business, and CX means the money that you have spent on the business, that is the money that goes out of your pocket. What is the profit level of the production of 10,000 filters? Here what is X here? X is the number of filters. X is the number of filters. See this? X is the filters. So what is this question? X is 10,000 filters. So what is the question? What is the profit? What is the profit means what is Px when X is equal to 10,000? So Px is given by this formula, and replace X with 10,000. Replace X with 10,000. So 10,000 tarbiya, 10,000 minus 10,000 separate. Use calculator, you get 50,000 profit. So when you produce 10,000 water filters, you get a profit of $50,000. What is meant by profit? How much expenditure you incurred, that will go off. How much income that comes into your pocket will also come there. In that one you remove the expenditure. What you left with your pocket, 50,000. If we can enjoy this money, 50,000. Let us go to the next problem. A similar problem. A manufacturer company, the weekly fixed cost of the division is fixed cost is 20,000. See, fixed cost 20,000. And the variable cost of X pages. What is this is making? Pager. There used to be a pager, long ago. That pager is making it. Okay. Variable cost Vx is given to like this. The company realizes a revenue. Revenue means the money that comes into the weight weight into the company, the money that comes into your pocket is called the money that comes into your pocket is called revenue. Okay, Rx is equal to this. So what are the things? This is Rx, this is Vx, this is fixed cost. So what is your formula? What is your formula? Total profit. What is the question? Find the total profit function. What is total profit function? Revenue minus cost. Revenue means the money that comes to your pocket. Revenue means the money that comes into your pocket. So that is Rx minus cost means the money that you spent on the business. The money that you spent on the business. Rx is given to be this minus Cx means what? What do you mean by Cx? Cx is nothing but Vx plus Fx. Vx means variable cost, Fx means fixed cost. So variable cost Vx is given here, Vx is given here, plus Fx is fixed cost is 20,000. So this Rx minus Cx is this. Cx is this. Rx is given here. Rx is given here minus Cx we just calculated. This is the. So when you do it, be careful. X square together. What is x square? Minus 0.02 minus x square. Here is x square. This is x cube place. Minus 0.1 x square. Use this calculator. You get this much value. You get this much value. Minus 0.01 x square. For x cube, minus into minus is plus. This is x cube. Only one x cube. Nowhere else here. So that you write it first. And this x square together you write it then. 150 minus 50x. 150 minus 50x will give you 100x. Minus multiply plus is minus 20,000. Be careful in this simple algebra. We will go to the next problem. It is composite of functions. Composite or composition of two functions. F circle z at x, which is defined to be f of gx. So this is 2.2. Okay. So this you should read it as circle or composition. F composition g at x or f circle z at x. Either way it's okay. Composition is more correct word, but we read it as f circle z only. It doesn't matter much as long as you don't go wrong in it. What to do? How to do it? Replace the circle with a bracket. Replace this with a bracket. Close the bracket. So if you replace the bracket, this is f bracket gx. See this? F bracket gx. Replace the circle with a bracket. This is how the definition goes. So let fx be equal to this, gx be equal to this. Find f circle z at x. So that means f circle means bracket, gx. Gx is this. So f gx means inside gx except 2x minus 3. So f 2x minus 3. What is fx? 3 times x plus 4. 3 times this x plus 4. So 3 times this x means here not x, it is 2x minus 3. So 3 times 2x minus 3 plus 4. If it is x, you write 3 times x. If it is 2x minus 3, you write 3 times 2x minus 3 plus 4. So this is 6x minus 9 plus 4. 6x minus 5. Minus 9 plus 4 is 5. Let us do another problem. This is important. This is not important. Because we are usually asked like this. We don't ask like this. Usually. 99% we will ask this, not this. And this is important problem. G circle F. What is this? G circle means bracket. So G circle means bracket. F2. Z F2 means replace x with 2. 3 2 6 plus 4. 3 2 6 plus 4, that is 10. G10 means what? Replace x with 10. 2 times 10 minus 3. See this? 2 times 10 minus 3, which is 17. We do one more. G fx is equal to x square minus 1. Gx is equal to root x plus 1. Find G circle F and F circle Z. G circle F means G circle F means G circle F at x. G circle means bracket fx. Z fx means x square minus 1. What do you mean by gx? Whatever you find inside, that will be jather plus 1. Jather plus 1. So here I find something here. Jather plus 1. Plus 1 separate. Let us see one more problem. F circle Z. F circle Z means F circle Z at x. I'm supposed to give x. This is correct, this is wrong. But they give only like this. So you have to put x here. You will not give x here. Default x you should write it. F sawa circle means bracket gx. F sawa circle means bracket gx. F gx himsa except root x plus 1. So what is this? Fx is whatever is there inside Tarbia minus 1. Whatever is there here, Tarbia minus 1. So here in the same way, whatever is there inside Tarbia minus 1 separate. Tarbia minus 1, that is square minus 1. That is F circle Z. So this is an important problem, especially with the numbers place rather than x's. So let us do it. One more. Fx is equal to this, Cx is equal to 0. Find F circle Z and G circle F. F circle Z means at x will not be given. Default you should write it as x. So F circle Z means F, circle means G, x. Okay. So this is F. Gx means 2x plus 3. Gx means x plus 3. Whatever x here you have to write 3 times Tarbia plus 2 times. 3 times Tarbia plus 2 times plus 1. So this is there here. So 3 times Tarbia plus 2 times this plus 1. See this, replace x with x plus 3. 3 times x plus 3 is square plus 2 times x plus 1. You can stop here actually. You can stop here actually. Or if you have capacity, if you want to do further, you can remove the whole square, a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square plus 2 times x plus 3. Just simplify it, you get this answer. Let us do this problem G circle F. G circle means default x is there. So this is G. Circle means bracket circle. Do not get confused here. G circle F means this is it. And do not get confused with GF. GF means G multiply F. GF means G multiply F. Do not get confused with this and this. This is G circle F. Circle means bracket. GF means G multiply F. G multiply F, and this is more simple. And this is more simple. So G circle F. 99% we ask this, we don't ask this also. G Fx. Fx means 3x square plus 2x plus 1. Replace x with this formula. And Gx means whatever x is there, you just add 3. So whatever is there, you just add 3 plus 3. So this is 3x square plus 2x, 1 plus 3 is 4. Let us do one more. Fx is equal to this, Gx is equal to this. Evaluate H2. Where H is equal to G circle F. What is the question? H2. H2. 2 sawa sawa. H himsa. Replace H with G circle F. G circle F. What is this now? G circle F at 2. How to do it? G sawa sawa. Circle means bracket F2. G same. Circle means bracket F2. G F2 means replace x here with 2. 2 Tarbi plus 1, 2 plus 1. So G 2 Tarbi plus 2 plus 1 is 7. What is G7? 7 Tarbi. That is 49. Very simple it is. So try to understand this problem. Very simple. This type of question will come usually in the exam. So the next is there is a topic called 2.3. I will tell you. Welcome back. Before I start this module, don't simply watching this video will not help you. You have to take a white paper and do the problems along with the video. I repeat, take a white paper, do the problems along with the video will help you a lot. Simply watching this video may not help you at all. This is page number 8A, okay, 8A, 8B, 8C, 8D. Now in this module we said 2.3 functions and models. So normally we write P or Fx or Px, demand function. X is the unit price. This X is the unit price. Supply function, also we write either Gx or Qx or Q, or maybe Px or Fx also. Now let us do this. For the demand equation, P is equal to minus x square plus 16, where x represents the quantity demanded in units of 1000 and P is the unit price in dollars. Determine the quantity demanded when the unit price is 7. What is the question? Inform Savar. So here is the demand equation. Px is equal to something and x is the quantity in thousands. X is the quantity in thousands. What is the question? What is the question? Determine the quantity demand. That is, determine quantity means x. Determine x when P is equal to 7. Here P means Px. Px is minus x square 16 is given. What do you want? You want quantity. That means you want x when P is equal to 7. So when P is equal to 7, put x is P is equal to 7 means you have to put P is equal to 7. The whole Px is 7. Whole P means this is our Px. P and Px is the same. So this replace with P with 7 and x square minus 6 plus 16 is equal to 0. If you put x is equal to 7, you get a minus answer and you want the quantity. you cannot take this is x, p, this is p. So you cannot write x is equal to 7 here. If you write x equal to 7 means it's a big wrong. Kata. So p is equal to 7. So himsa p ektab 7. Himsa p ektab 7. So 7 is equal to px means x square minus 16. Whenever you have x square, what is the rule? Kullu isar. Everything bring left. X square will become plus x square, plus 16 will become minus 16, plus 7 sawa equal to 0. That is x square minus 9 is equal to 0. Use calculator modify 3. 1, 0 and minus 9 please. No, there is no x here. 1, 0, minus 9 will give you 3 answers, plus 3 and minus 3. If you don't want it, x square is equal to 9. That is x is equal to other 9, which is plus 3 and minus. Minus 3 not allowed in business because we are talking about units. We are talking about the sheds. We are talking about the tent. Tent, you know, in the desert, what we put is called tent. So you cannot have minus 2 tents. You cannot have half tent. You cannot have 2.5 tents. This is not allowed. Only this is allowed. So what is the question? Find the quantity demand. Quantity means x. Quantity means x. X is equal to 3 is your answer. X is equal to 3 is your answer. So, but x equal to 3, if you say this is wrong, you have to say 3000 because the answer is in thousands. So, what is the difference between 3000 and 3? When you want to use it, you have to use 3 as x. But when you want to tell to somebody what is your answer or something like that, you should say 3000 units. What is this? 3000 units you should say. Units of whatever is the quantity. 3000 units you should say. So let us do the another problem. Let us do the another problem. See this? For the supply equation P is equal to so and so, where X represents the quantity supplied in units of 1000 and P is the unit price in dollars, determine the price at which supplier will make 2000 units of the commodity available in the market. It's a very, very important problem. This is called supply equation, right? This is called the supply equation. X represent the quantity. X represent the quantity in units of 1000. P is the price. P is the price. So here 2000 means 2000 units means this is the quantity, that is called X. But you should take X is equal to 2, not 2000. When you are talking to someone, you say 2000 units, but when you want to write, you should write X equal to 2, not 2000. What is the question? What is the question? Determine the price. Determine the price. So here is the price P is equal to, this is the formula. So X is in 1000. Don't forget this X is in thousands. So what you want when X is 2000, that means you cannot put X equal to 2000. You cannot put X equal to 2000. You have to put X equal to 2. Because when you want X, you have to write 2 only. When you want to tell somebody, you have to tell 2000 units. So replace X with 2, you get $76. This is the answer. Very simple. But only difference is this. This is what you have to understand from the whole English. Let us do the demand and supply functions. This is the demand function of video cassettes. See this? This is video cassettes. So you cannot have negative video cassettes. You cannot have half video cassettes. You cannot have 0.25 video cassettes. It's not possible. You have to have full good number, positive numbers only video cassettes. Here a demand function is this and the supply function is this. Something is given. Where P expressed in dollars and X is measured in units of 1000. X is measured in units of 1000. Find the equilibrium quantity. Quantity means X. Equilibrium means equal to. So demand is equal to supply. Demand is dx, supply is sx. Demand equation is this, you write it. And then supply equation is this, you write it. So kulli is sir. Whenever you see x square, bring everything to the left, kulli is sir. This sawa hina, this 0.01 x square to the left, it will come like this. Minus 0.2x, this 0.1x left this way. 8 sawa 3 is minus 3 equal to 0. This use calculator, minus 0.01 minus 0.01, you type 2 times, you get automatically this. Calculator doesn't know x square. Similarly, minus 0.2 minus 0.1, you type in the calculator, directly you get minus 0.3. X calculator doesn't know x means. So you have to write that x. 8 minus 3 you type, you get 5 directly. Use calculator, mod 5 3. These values you put it 1, 2, 3. These values you put it in the mod 5 3. You get x equal to 10 and minus 25. Minus 25 not allowed. Not allowed or not applicable. So x is equal to 10. So what is the question? Find the equilibrium quantity. Equilibrium quantity is x. X means 10. If you write 10, it is wrong. You have to write 10,000 because the answer is in thousands. Answer is in thousands. You have to write 10,000. The next question is, for the following pair of supply and demand equations, where x represents the quantity demanded in units of thousand and p is the unit price in dollars, find the equilibrium quantity and price. Supply is given like this, demand is given like this. What is the question? Find the equilibrium quantity. So first, what do you mean by equilibrium? Then we go for the quantity. Equilibrium means equal. Equal means supply and demand. Supply is equal to demand. Supply equation I wrote here is equal to demand equation I wrote here. Whenever you see x square, everything should be left. Equal to 0 should be there. So minus x square minus 2x. 8x left side is minus 8x. And 100 same. 25 is minus 25 is equal to 0. And you bring 25 to the left, it will be minus 25. So this will be minus x square minus 2x minus 8x is minus 10x. 100 minus 25, 75 equal to 0. Again mod 5, 3. Minus 1 minus 10, 75. If you put and press equal to, you get 5 and minus 15. This negative answer is not allowed. Equilibrium quantity means x. X is equal to 5 is your answer. If you say 5, it is wrong. You have to say 5,000 because the answer is units of thousand. Answer is in units of thousand, so 5,000. Equilibrium price, we can take either supply equation or a demand equation. But the demand equation is small, so take demand equation. P is equal to 8x plus 5. So Px is equal to 5,000. If you put it, this is wrong. When you write this x, if you want to use this x, you have to use x is equal to 5 only. You cannot use 5,000. 5,000 is the answer to tell to somebody, to the customer, not to we. So x is equal to 5,000 is wrong. You have to put x is equal to 5. 8 times 5 plus 25 is $65 per unit. Let us do one more problem. The weekly demand and supply function for the sportsman 5 multiply 7 tenths are given by P is equal to so and so equation and P is equal to so and so equation, where P is measured in dollars and X is measured in units of 100 here, not 1000. Find the equilibrium quantity and price. What is that we are buying? We are buying tents. Tents means the one which we put it in the desert. Inside the desert, what we put is called the tents. The tents in this one, this is supply function, demand function. First, let us find the equilibrium quantity. Let us take this equilibrium. What do you mean by equilibrium? Means equal. Demand is equal to supply. Demand is given equation by this thing. See this? The demand equation and the supply equation. The first one is the demand equation. The second one is the supply equation. Demand equation I write this here is equal to supply equation means I write this here. Demand equation I write dx. Supply equation I wrote sx. So whenever you see x square, everything you should bring left and make it equal to 0. So this is 0.1 x square. This 0.1 x square is r minus 0.1 x square. This is minus x, sava minus x, plus 2x is r minus 2x, and 40 same, and this plus 20 to the left, it will become minus 20 equal to 0. So this will be when you type minus 0.1 in the calculator, and you type minus 0.1 in the calculator without x square, you get directly minus 0.2, write x square. And you type minus 1 in the calculator, and you type minus 1 minus 2 in the calculator, you get minus 3, you write x also. 40 minus 20 is 20. Use mod 5, 3, minus 0.2, minus 3, 20, use calculator, and you get x equal to 5 and minus 20 not applicable. What is the question? Find the equilibrium quantity. Equilibrium quantity means x. X means 5 is wrong. You have to write 500 here, not 5,000. Hundreds, units of hundreds means you cannot order 5,000 tens. Maximum you order 100 tens, 50 tens only. So it is how much it is? 500 because here it is given units of 100. Be careful with that one. Next, what you want is called equilibrium price. Equilibrium price means you can take either demand or supply equation. Anything we can take it. So let me take the first one, minus 0.1 x square minus 1, that is demand equation. I just took it the first one. If you type x equal to 500, this is wrong. When you want to put x here, you have to put x equal to 5 only. Then you put x equal to 5, that will be minus 5 plus 5, $32.5 per tent. $32.5 per tent. This is called very simple equation. You have to understand the English and get the answer properly. So the next topic is 2.4 limits. We write x arrow a. This we read it as x tends to a. How to read this one? X is approaching to a, approaching or tends, approaching or tends, T-E-N-D-S. So normally we read tends only. X arrow means x tends to a or x approaching to a, means, what does it mean? What does it mean? X is almost equal to a but not equal to a. X is almost equal to a but not equal to a. How to do the limit problems? Put x is equal to a as long as the denominator is not equal to 0. The down is not equal to 0. Here is a problem. Let fx be equal to x square and evaluate limit LIM means limit x tends to 2. Limit x tends to 2. This means you have to read tends. X tends to 2 fx. So what is the question? Find, evaluate means find limit fx x tends to 2. Limit sawa ek tab x tends to 2, write it. Fx means fx himsa ek tab x square. X tends to 2 means what? Put x equal to 2. How to do limit problem? Put x equal to 2. So x is takriban 2. X is approximately equal to 2. When you are putting x equal to 2, don't write this limit please. Don't write the limit. Simply take x square, 2 tarbiya is 4 is the answer. How to do the limit problem? As long as the denominator, there is no denominator here, so simply put x equal to 2, you get 4. We will do another problem. Gx is equal to x plus 2 and x not equal to 1 and x equal to 1. Evaluate limit x tends to 1 gx. I read LIM means limit x tends to 1. X arrow 1 means x tends to 1. X tends 1. That means x is equal to 1. So what is the question? Limit gx x tends to 1. That means limit gx means himsa x tends to 1. What do you mean by x tends to 1? X is almost equal to 1 but not equal to 1. See this? X tends to a means x is almost equal to a but not equal to a. So similarly, x tends to 1 means x is almost equal to a but not equal to a. When x not equal to 1, gx value I must take this, not this. X not equal to 1, gx value is this. So gx is x tends to 1 means gx value I must take x plus 2 because x is not equal to 1 but almost equal to 1. How to do limit problems? Simply put x equal to 1. How to do limit problems? Simply put x equal to 1. That is 1 plus 2, 3. When you are putting x equal to 1, don't write limit please. Let us do one more problem. Evaluate the following as x approaches the indicated point. Gx is the function, x is the 0. What is the question? X is approaching to 0, evaluate the limit. The whole English I will write mathematics. Evaluate the following limit as x approaches to the point. So limit gx x approaches to 0. This is 0. This is the point where x is approaching, x tends to gx. So limit x tends to 0 means x is almost equal to 0 but not equal to 0. X not equal to 0, whatever it is, gx is 1 over x square. 0 is equal to. How to put 0 here? As long as the down not equal to 0, I must safely put x equal to 0. But here down is equal to 0. You can say we cannot do it, or I simply say answer is not possible. I want to say answer is not possible. So instead of saying not possible, I put x equal to 0, 1 over 0 square, it is infinity. When I say infinity means I automatically understand that, oh, the answer is not possible. Finite answer is not possible. So what is this called? Finite answer is not possible. So that is what it means. When you show infinity means, so what is that you have to do? You put x equal to 0 in the denominator as long as this one. Here I have no other go. So inevitably I have to put x equal to 0, which gives me infinity. But anyway, don't worry that infinity problem. We don't give you that type of problems. We give you simple and good problems where you will evaluate and you will get the correct answer. Finite answers, not infinite answers. Evaluate the following limits. Limit x tends to 3, x is equal to t. How to do limit problem? Simply put x equal to 2 as long as the denominator is not equal to 0. There is no denominator, there is no down. So simply write 2 cube, which is 8. Right? Again, limit 5x to the power 3 by 2, x tends to 4. X tends to 4, x is approaching to 4. How to do this problem? Simply put x equal to 4 here as long as the denominator is not equal to 0. There is no denominator to become 0. Denominator is by 1. Denominator means by 1 it is. What do you mean by denominator here? How much is the denominator? Ala Wahad. Here how much is the denominator? Ala Wahad. Here also how much is the denominator? Ala Wahad. Here also how much is the denominator? Ala Wahad. Here there is denominator. See, this x plus 1 is the denominator. So you got it? So I want to find this. So denominator is not equal to 0, 1. So x equal to 4, 5, 4 power 3 by 2, use calculator 40. Similarly, x equal to 1, there is no denominator, 5, 1 power 4, which is the answer is 3. Here there is no denominator, simply put x equal to 3, 2 power 3, 3 square, and you get 2 over 16 is the answer. And here x equal to 2, because there is denominator, make sure this denominator is not equal to 0. I put 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 not equal to 0. So simply I get the answer 3. Got it? So here is another problem. Limit minus 3 as x tends to 3. That means I have to put x is equal to 2 in the problem. What is the problem? This is the problem. For this question, this is the problem. For this question, this is the problem. For this question, this is the problem. So for this question, this is the problem. I have to put x equal to 2. There is no x. Because there is no x, to put x equal to 2, simply write minus 3 only. If there is x, I will put. Suppose it is 3x, then I will put 3 multiply 2. That is 6 I will get it. Okay? So that way, because there is no x, I don't have to put it. So I don't have to put it. Simply x equal to this 3 will be the answer. So here how to do this problem, limit problem? Put x equal to 1 as long as the down is not equal to 0. If down is not equal to 0, simply blindly put x equal to 1. So when you are putting x equal to 1, don't write limit problem here. Please do not write limit here. If you write limit here, it will be big wrong. It will be, don't write limit here. If you write limit, it will be a big wrong. Okay? So x equal to 1. So 1 power 3 plus 1 over 2 times 1 power 3 plus 2. Denominator not equal to 0. Use calculator, you get half. Now, limit x tends to 2. Here is the problem where from here the actual problem starts. There these problems will come in the exam. Up to here it's only just to understand how to do limit problems. Put the value, that's all. So here 4x square minus 4 over x minus 2, I will put x equal to 2. When I put x equal to 2, 2 minus 2 0, denominator is becoming 0. Denominator is becoming 0. So what I do is limit x tends to 2, 4, x minus 2, so this x square minus 4, I write x minus 2 multiply x plus 2. This x square minus 4, I will write x minus 2 multiply x plus 2. Then it will cancel automatically. Then there is no denominator, I will get 1. And these two will cancel and I get 1. How to write this? X square minus 4 is equal to x minus 2 and x plus 2. X square minus 4 means x square minus 2 tarbiya. So there is a formula for a tarbi minus b tarbi. A minus b multiply a plus b. Similarly, x minus 2 multiply x plus 2. So see, this formula, I used it for x square minus 4. So I wrote x minus 2 to x plus 2. X minus 2 will cancel. What is the problem now? Limit x tends to 2, 4x plus 2 over 1. Instead of giving the problem and make our job easy, that man troubled us by giving like this. So you have to remove the trouble. What is the trouble? Factorize and then cancel. This is the trouble. This is the problem. How to do limit problem? Put x equal to 2 as long as down not equal to 0. 4 x plus 2, x is 2, 2 plus 2 over 1 is equal to 16. So whether to verify this answer is right or not, what do you mean by x is approaching to 2? X is approaching to 2 means x is almost equal to 2 but not equal to 2. What do you mean by x is approaching to 2? X is almost equal to 2 but not equal to 2. So what I do is in the calculator I will put 1 point. See, I put 6 nines. If you like, you can put another 3 nines. 999, 999, another 999. You can put it as many nines as you want it and put it here. 4, 1.9999 square like this minus 4 over this, and you press equal to, automatically you will get 16. You put maximum number of nines because this x is almost equal to 2 means very close to 2. So just don't put only 1.9 kata. You have to put so many nines, maybe 10 nines or 20 nines you put it. everywhere here and here, and you verify it like this, you get directly 16. So you cancel this, and then this is the mathematical way. This is using our calculator, you can get the answer. If you have an objective type of question given like this, use this method and get the answer 16. Whether you know this or not is immaterial. If I give a multiple choice question, so simply use calculator and get the answer done. For all these problems, you can use calculator and get the answer directly done. When you put x equal to 3 means you have to write 2.9999999 several times. Not 4-5 times, maybe 6 or 7 or 8 times or 9 times like that. Then only it is almost equal to, then only it is almost equal to 3, then only it is almost equal to 2, then only for 1 means you have to put 0.9999999 like that, you have to put it 0.9999 several times 9, you have to use it in the calculator. If I give multiple choice questions, simply use this method, don't tell anyone, and you get the answer. After all, what we need is marks. Now let us do it the other problems. Let us do it the other problems of the limit problems. So limit x square minus 1 by x minus 1. I repeat, x tends to 1 means x is almost equal to 1 but not equal to 1. If I give you multiple choice questions, what you do is put x equal to 0.999999 several times. You put it here 0.9999 several times, tarbia minus 1 over 0.9999 several times minus 1. You will directly give 2. Automatically you will get the 2. But let us do it x minus 1 sawa, because when I put x equal to 1, the denominator is becoming 0. How to do limit problems? X equal to 1 you put it as long as the down not equal to 0. So this x square minus 1, using the previous logic, a tar b minus b tar b, I use x minus 1 into x plus 1. These two will cancel. I get x plus 1 ala wahat. So put x equal to 1. Here is the problem. Instead of giving the problem like this, he troubled us by giving like this. We removed the trouble by factoring and cancelling. Now the trouble is removed. This is it. How to do a limit problem? Simply put x equal to 1 in the problem. Simply put x equal to 1 in the problem. This is the problem. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Again, limit x tends to minus 2. Don't get confused. This is minus 2, not plus 2. Okay? When you use calculator, be careful. Minus 2 means you have to put, if you want to use calculator, you have to put, minus 2.000000000 several zeros, and you put 1 like this. Or you can put minus 1.999999. Several lines you put it. You put several lines, and you can have the answer verified through calculator. Okay? So now, what is this? When I put minus 2 here, minus 2 tar b, minus 2 will give you 0. When you put this number here in the down, how to do limit problems? Put this number here and make sure down is not equal to 0. So when I put this number in the down, I get 0. So what I do, there is a trouble in this inside. So this I factorize it like this. This I factorize it like this, and I'll cancel this. How to factorize this? So you take this x square minus x minus 2 mod 5 3 1 minus 1 minus 6, you put it x square minus x minus 6 1 minus 1 minus 6, and you get 3 answers, x equal to 3 and x equal to minus 2. X equal to 3 means left side, you bring it left, x minus 3 equal to 0. X minus 2 means you bring left side, x plus 2 is equal to 0. So I write x minus 3, x plus 2. See this? X minus 3, x plus 2. Again, x square plus x minus 2. See this? X square plus x minus 2. Mod 5, 3. What are the values you put it? 1, 1, minus 2. 1, 1, minus 2. You put the values and you get 2 answers. Bring left, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Bring left, x plus 2 is equal to 0. This numbers, you write it here, x minus 1, x plus 2. These two will cancel. Left with now, x minus 3 multiply by over x minus 3, limit x tends to 2. See, this is the problem, and they put a trouble in the problem. Inside the problem, there is a trouble. So I removed the trouble. Now this is the problem. If he had given us the problem like this, it would have been easy for us. But he wants to trouble us, he gave like this. So we removed the trouble, and here is the problem. How to do a limit problem? Simply put x equal to minus 2. Minus 2, minus 3. Minus 2, minus 1. As long as the down not equal to 0, 5 over 3. Now, same thing. X equal to 4 means, what is the value? You put it in the calculator. 3.9999999 and so and so. 3.99999 so and so. Here for minus 2, be careful. It is not 2.999. It should be 1.999 like that, or 2.0001. At the end you must put 1. Okay. So here it is. Once again use calculator, you get the answer 4 directly. Once again, a square minus b square, a minus b into multiply a plus b. This x minus 4, I write it as jadar x tarbia minus 2 tarbia. Jadar x tarbia is x. So a tarbi minus b tarbi is a minus b multiply a plus b. In the same way I get root x minus 2 multiply root x plus 2. So that value I put it here, and then root x minus 2 down here. These two will cancel. Root x plus 2 will be left. Ala vahat. So I put x equal to 4 as long as how to do limit problems. I put x equal to 4 in the problem as long as the down not equal to 0. As long as the down not equal to 0. When you are putting x equal to 4, when you are putting x equal to 4, don't write the limit. You should not write the limit. Simply put x equal to 4. 4 plus 2 over vahat, that is 4. But it is 4. Don't forget these things. Okay. When you are putting x equal to 4, don't write this limit here. Should not write it. Now let us do one more problem. Here the problem comes here, not a finite number, but it is infinity. Whenever you have infinity, this is the problem. I don't know how to do it, so let us do it. How to do it? You take the leading coefficient. Though he has given a very lengthy problem like this, simply take, this is the leader. Leading coefficient means leader, top, head. So mudir. So this leading coefficient you write it, this leading coefficient you write it. So this x3 will cancel, 3 is the answer. Because there is no x. In this one there is no x, in this one there is no x. If there is x, I will put x equal to infinity. Because there is no x, I write simply 3. Let us do it. You know that 1 over infinity is 0. Don't forget this one. 1 over 0 is infinity. 1 over infinity is also 0. So what is this? 1 over 0 will be infinity. And 1 over infinity is 0. Don't forget these simple things. Very simple things these are all. So let us do it. Here x equal to 1. What was the rule? Whenever you have the infinity here, you have to take the leading coefficients. What is the leader here? Mudir, x square. What is the leader here? 2x cube. So limit x tends to infinity. X square cancel here x times. So the problem will be vahadala 2 infinity. Vahadala 2x. 1 over 2x. 1 over, when you put x equal to infinity, 1 over 2 times infinity, this is 0. This is 0. Suppose you want to use using a calculator, you put a very big number, 999, no point, very big number, 99,000, 99,000, like that, big number, 9999999 tarbia minus like this, but very cumbersome. This is easy. Using calculator here is mushkil. Okay, let us do one. Limit extends to infinity. What is the rule? Whenever you see infinity, immediately you have to take the leading coefficient. Here the leader is 3x square. Here the leader is 2x square. X square is cancelled, 3 over 2. Because there is no x here, after cancelling x square, because there is no x here to put infinity, I simply wrote 3 over 2. If there is x, I will put. Here there is x here, I put infinity. Here there is no x here, they cancelled, so I write that is the answer. No need to put it. Okay? Next is called one-sided limit. So the next topic is 2.5 one-sided limits. Okay? Before I start the lesson, I repeat, do not just simply watch this video. It is of no use. You have to take a paper, do each problem one by one along with me, with my teaching. Give a pause to the video, give a stop to the video, and you do it, and you check your answers. If you do with a white paper only, you will understand. I repeat, you take a white paper, do the problem along with the video, then only you will understand it. Otherwise, this mathematics will become big nuisance. Now let us take 2.5 one-sided limit. Let fx be equal to this. This is split function. You remember? This is called split function. Before 0, one value. After 0, another value. Find the limit x tends to 0. This is the question. Find limit fx x tends to 0. X tends to 0 means what? X is approximately equal to 0. Almost equal to 0 but not equal to 0. Almost equal to 0 but not equal to 0. Okay? So, here limit fx x tends to 0. this, because it's a split function, I don't know how to use this one or this fx. I don't know whether to use fx is equal to this one or this one. What I do here is I'll split into, according to this I split into two parts. One part is to the left of 0, another part is right of 0. I will take x tends to 0 to the left of it and x tends to 0 to the right of it, before 0 and after 0. How to write before 0? I simply write minus. X tends to 0 minus means x is almost equal to 0 but to the left of it, that is x less than 0. What do you mean by x tends to 0 plus? I am writing the whole English in one word, x arrow 0 plus, means x is almost equal to 0 but not equal to 0, and x is after 0, x greater than 0. The whole language English I wrote in mathematics x arrow 0 plus. Only one black label x arrow 0 plus will tell you what? X is almost equal to 0 but not equal to 0. X is to the right of 0, that is x greater than 0. The whole black ink is telling in one word. This is the beauty of mathematics. A very big language we will talk in just one equation. That is the beauty of mathematics. Now we want to calculate this limit, because there is a split function. So I also split the problem. I also split the answer into two ways. I will calculate left limit. This is called right limit. This is called left limit. This is called right limit. Then if they are equal, I say total limit is there. So let us do it. So welcome back, friends. So we are doing one-sided limit. What did we learn? Whenever you have a split function like this, fx is this and this, then to find the limit you have to do separately the left limit and the right limit. Left limit is before the 0, right limit is after the 0. So limit fx extends to 0 minus means before the 0. X is almost equal to 0 but not equal to 0 and to the left of it. So limit x tends to 0 minus fx, I have to put this value or this value. X tends to 0 minus means x less than 0. X less than 0 means I have to put minus x. How to evaluate the limit? Put x equal to 0 as long as the down not equal to 0. Simply that is 0. There is no down 1. Similarly, limit fx extends to 0 plus, that is the right side limit. Limit x tends to 0 plus, fx value I have to put it this, because x tends to 0 plus means x is almost equal to 0 and x greater than 0. So I have to put 0 text. So I will simply put x equal to 0, I get it. So this is called left limit, is answer is 0, right limit is 0. Sometimes they may not be equal. In this case they are equal, so the total limit will be 0. This is the total limit will be 0. Let us do another problem. Here is a split function. So before 0, after 0. Before 0 you call 0 minus, after 0 you call 0 plus. Evaluate gx extends to 0. So evaluate gx extends to 0 means x almost equal to 0 but not equal to 0. This you to split into two parts. This you put it into two parts. Limit gx extends to 0 minus to the left of 0, x less than 0. X less than 0 means gx value will be minus 1. Because there is no x to put x equal to 0, I write simply minus 1. Because there is no x here, to put x is equal to 0 here, to put this value here, there is no x here, so I write this is the answer. Don't get confused. Similarly, limit gx, the right hand side limit 0 plus, that means x is almost equal to 0 but x is greater than 0. What is the value of gx? X greater than 0, x greater than 0, 1. So gx is equal to 1. So I want to put x equal to 0 in this problem. This is the problem. I want to put x equal to 0. Because there is no x, I have to put simply x, there is no x, no need to put it, so answer is 1. So the left hand limit will be minus 1, the right hand limit will be 1. They are not equal. They are not equal. If they are equal, I say here this is the total limit. Because they are not equal, I will say total limit, this limit does not exist. This limit does not exist. That way we do it. We calculate left limit and we calculate right limit. If they are equal, you say yes, this is the answer. If they are equal, you say this is the answer. Because they are not equal, you say it does not exist. Let us do one more. Limit extends to 2 minus. What do you mean by extends to 2 minus? X is almost equal to 2 and x less than 2. X is almost, that is simply put x equal to 2 only. That's all. Simply put x equal to 2 only. Before problems and after problems, any problem, we are putting x equal to 2 only, x equal to 3 only, x equal to 1, whatever. These values only putting it. make sure that it is a left side or right side. Here no need, but here he says specifically make sure that your x is 2 minus. Suppose you want to verify this in the calculator, you have to put x equal to 1.9999 only. You cannot put 2.0001. No, you have to put x equal to 1.9999 only to verify in the calculator. So how to do the limit problem? Simply put x equal to 2, not 2 minus 2. Minus 2 kata please. If you write minus 2, it is kata. This is not minus 2. If you write minus 2, this is wrong. You have to put only 2 minus means left side. 2 minus means left side. Left side. 2 minus means left side, that is. Okay? 2 minus means left side. So 2 minus 3 over 2 plus 2. When you are putting limit, don't write this limit please. So you get minus 1. Again 2 plus. 2 plus means what? X greater than 2. Because there is no down here, simply put x equal to 2. 2 times 2 and 2 of 2 plus x. What is this 2 plus? X is greater than 0, that's all. X is equal to 2 only, but it should be more than 2. That is 2.01, 2.11, 2.13, 3, 4, 5. X is right side. So you get, as long as there is no denominator, simply don't worry, put x equal to 2, you get 6. Now here is limit fx is equal to find left limit, right limit and total limit. So here is a split function. Here is a split function. What do you mean by split function? Before 0, after 0. So before 0 I write 0 minus, after 0 I write 0 plus. Before 0 means x is almost equal to 0 and x less than 0. X less than 0, fx means 2x. So fx himsa except 2x. See this? Fx himsa except 2x. I put x equal to 0. Same thing. As long as the down not equal to 0, put simply x equal to 0, you get 0. Again, limit fx x tends to 0 plus, that is right side. X tends to 0 plus means what? X is almost equal to 0 but x greater than 0. Fx means x greater than 0 means fx means x square. So himsa fx except x sarbia. Himsa except x sarbia. X tends to 0. How to find the limit problems? Simply put x equal to 0 here, 0 tarbia. See, some problems there is no x, so we are not putting it. If there is x, we are putting it. The left limit and right limit are equal, so the total limit will be 0. The total limit will be 0. Now, this is about the limit problems. The next topic is called continuous functions. How to calculate the continuous functions? Simply make the denominator equal to 0 and you get some numbers. So these are the points of discontinuity, not continuity. Continuous functions, discontinuity. Make denominator equal to 0. These are the points of discontinuity. Then you write continuous at r minus these two, remove these 2 points. Discontinuous means problematic. Continuous means good. Discontinuous means not good. So remove these not good points. Remove these not good points. What you get is called continuous functions. I repeat, what do you mean by continuous? Continuous means denominator equal to 0. Continuous means denominator equal to 0. The denominator equal to 0 are the problematic points called discontinuous function. So let us do it. Find the value of x for which the function is continuous. You want to find the continuous points. Values means points. Find the points of x, find the values of x, find the points of x for which fx is continuous. Here is x plus 2. Is there any denominator? No denominator. No denominator means no problem. So f is continuous everywhere. Again, we'll see this. You will see this. Gx is equal to x square minus 4 by x minus 2. What is down? Down is 0. X minus 2 is 0. X equal to. This is the problematic point. So this point is called discontinuous point. F is discontinuous at x equal to 2. Remove this. How to remove this? R minus 2. Remove is minus. So f is continuous on r minus 2. Got it? If there is denominator, make it equal to 0. Remove that. Because there is no denominator, no need to remove. So r is the answer. Here once again. Because there is no denominator, so f is continuous on r. If there is denominator like this, then we will remove it. Because there is no denominator, no need to remove it. Let us do one more. Here is a function. What is the question? Find whether values of x for which the function is continuous. Find the continuous or discontinuous function. So make the down equal to 0, that is 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1, use calculator or mind, whatever it is, x equal to half. So this is the problematic point where the denominator is becoming 0. So this point is called a discontinuity point. So f is discontinuous at x equal to half. Remove this. If you remove, what you get is called continuous. If you remove this, you get continuous. So x is equal to r minus half. This point you remove it. Once again, fx is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2, x square minus 2x. What do you want? You want to find the points of continuous. So make the down equal to 0, x square minus 2x, mod 5, 3, 1 minus 2, 0 place. There is no constant. X there be a x and constant. No, there is no constant. 1 minus 2, 0. You get 2 points, x equal to 0 and 2. What are these 2 points? These 2 points are problematic points named as discontinuous points. So f is discontinuous at the points 0 and 2. Remove it. How to remove it? F is continuous at r minus 0 and 2. Okay. The last point is the derivative. The last one is the derivative. This is 2.6. Derivative means usually the derivative we write f dash x or dy by dx. F prime x or dy by dx. Dash means derivative. Derivative means slope m of a straight line. Slope we did it y minus y1 over y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. That slope, instead of using that formula y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, we simply use this derivative and get the answer just like that. So that is called slope. And another meaning for the derivative is velocity or the speed. The speed of the car or the velocity of your car you can find using the derivative. The rule is x power n derivative. Dash means derivative. Dash means derivative. What is the rule? N multiply x power n and so on. The power will come to the front and the power minus 1. Us gabal, us nagaswahar. I repeat, the power will come to the front n and x power minus 1 n minus 1. I repeat in Arabic, us gabal, us nagaswahar. This is the derivative. And some derivatives you remember using the same formula. I am calculating this, but remember that instead of every time doing us gabal, us nagaswahar, us gabal, us nagaswahar, simply remember it. X power 3. The power will come to the front 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So simply remember x power 3 derivative is 3x square. Similarly, x square derivative us gabal, us nagaswahar. Us gabal means 2. Us nagaswahar means 2 minus 1 is 1, that is x. So what you have to remember directly, x power 3 derivative is 3x square, x square derivative is 2x, and x derivative is 1, and a constant derivative is 0. And a constant derivative is 0. Kfx derivative, that is k is a constant, fx is a function. Kf's derivative is kf dash x. See what is the difference here? If there is a constant and there is no x at all, no x involved, and the derivative is 0. If there is a x here, k sin x, k x square, k 2x, k x cube, whenever x is there, this k will not participate in the derivative and it will come out. I repeat, when there is a constant and there is no x, the derivative will be 0. If there is a x here, that k will not participate in this derivative, it will come aside, it will say to fx, you participate in the derivative f dash x. So kfx, k will not participate in the derivative, only f will participate in the derivative. Now let us do one problem, very simple and one problem. Find the slope of the tangent line to the graph of fx is equal to 3x plus 5 at any point. What is fx? 3x plus 5. What do you want? Find the slope. Slope or velocity is the derivative. So in other words, find the derivative. So slope m is equal to, find the derivative, f derivative is f dash x. So 3x plus 5 derivative is dash. 3x plus 5 derivative is dash. What do you mean by dash? Derivative. Derivative is for 3x, derivative is for 5x. Derivative is for 3x and derivative is for 5x. What is 5? 5 is a constant. Its derivative is 0. Its derivative is 0. Whenever you have x and a constant, and whenever x is this constant, will say I will go out, you participate in the derivative. So 3 will come out, x derivative you have to find it. I repeat, 3x plus 5 derivative is 3x derivative, 5 derivative. 5 derivative same. 3x derivative, whenever the constant number 3, whenever a constant 3 sees x here, immediately 3 will come out, you participate in the derivative. That is what I said here. Whenever k is see any x here, immediately k will say you fx, you participate in the derivative. I will come out of the derivative. I will not participate. I will not participate in the party. That is the derivative party. So 3 will come out, only x has participated in the derivative. Of course 5 has to participate in, because there is no x, 5 has to participate in the derivative. 3 sawa, x derivative is 1, 5 derivative is 0. 3 plus 1 is 3. See, I repeat, see this, 3x plus 5 derivative is 0, 3 will remain as it is, only x participated in the derivative, which is 1. 3 multiplied 1 is 3 plus 0 is 3. So this is the end of the topic of module 2. So I repeat before I close the session, don't simply watch the video. Take a paper and then work along with the video, then only you will understand everything. This is the end of the module 2. Thank you for listening. So friends, before I close the module, let me repeat. Derivative means dash. You can write f dash x or dy by dx. And here is the formula x power n. Derivative is nx power n minus 1. Whose gabil, whose nagas vahat. And remember x3 derivative is 3x square, x square derivative 2x, and x derivative is 1. If there is only constant, derivative is 0. If there is x and constant will not participate in the derivative. Let us do one more problem. This is the end of the module 2. Maybe 2-3 problems are there. Find f dash x when fx is equal to x square minus 1. Fx is x square minus 1. F dash x means x square minus 4x derivative. Dash means derivative. That means x square derivative, 4x derivative. X square derivative is 2x. 4x derivative, whenever x is there, 4 will not participate, only x will participate in the derivative. 4x derivative is 1. You have to remember these derivatives. You have to remember the derivative x cube is 3x square is 2x, and x derivative is 1. You have to remember this. Okay? So now, this x square derivative 2x, 4, x derivative is 1, 2x minus 4 is the answer. Find the slope of the tangent line and the graph of the function at the given point and determine the equation of the tangent line. So, what is the question? Determine the equation of the tangent line. What do you mean by equation of the line? What you require for equation of the line is 3 things. One is point, another is slope, another is the equation. Y is equal to m multiply x minus x1 plus y1. Point 211 is given. Fx is 2x plus 7. Point 211 is given. x1, y1. Slope. How to get the slope? Slope is nothing but the derivative. See this? Derivative means slope and velocity. So here it's slope. So slope means derivative. Just I want to find m means derivative. So m is equal to slope f dash x. So 2x plus 7 derivative is 2x plus 7 derivative. 7 derivative will be 0. 2 will not participate, only x will participate in the derivative. So 2x derivative is 1, that is 2. So this is slope. So what is the formula? Y is equal to m into x minus x1 plus y1. Y is equal to m is 2. 2 times x minus x1 is 2 plus y1 is 11. So y is equal to 2 multiply x 2x. 2 2 is 4 and 11. So y is equal to 2x plus 7 is the answer. Very simple it is. So find the derivative, get the slope. Earlier we used to how to find the slope? y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, something like that we used to find. Now no need, simply find the derivative, get the slope. We'll do one more problem. Find the equation of the tangent line. Fx equal to 3x square at the point 1, 3. This is x1 and this is y1. Slope is the number. After putting the point, we get what we get is called m. Let us find the derivative. How to get the slope? Just find the derivative. M means slope. M means slope. See this f dash. So f dash x. So 3x square derivative. Whenever x is there, 3 will not participate. So only x square will participate in the derivative. Whenever x is there, 3 will not participate. So 3x square will participate in the derivative. 3 is the same. X square derivative is 2x. 3 multiplied to 6x. What do you mean by this is derivative? This is called derivative. After putting the value, x is equal to x1, what you get is called a number. That number is called slope. See, slope is a number. Slope is not 6x. Slope is number, please. So I'll put x1. So f dash x equal to x1. x1 means 1. So I'll replace x with 1. So this is 6 times 1 is 6. Slope is a number, don't forget it. So what is the equation of the tangent? Y is equal to m multiply x minus x1 plus y1. See, m is 6, just now we got it. X minus x1 is 1 plus y1 is 3. So 6x minus 6 plus 3, it is 6x minus 3. Now, I also told that the derivative is either slope or velocity. Let us do a problem on velocity. Suppose the distance s in feet covered by a car moving along a straight road after t seconds is given by the function s is equal to ft is equal to this. Calculate the instantaneous velocity of the car when t equal to 20. What do you want to calculate? Calculate velocity. S is usually called distance. Distance S is called this. When you find the derivative, you get velocity. when you find the derivative, what you get is called velocity or speed. Velocity or the speed more or less the same. So when you find the derivative, what you get is called velocity. Slope and velocity. In a problems like functions and all, you get slope. In a problems like physics, distance, speed, all these things, you get velocity. Derivative means velocity. In the case of speed, in the case of physics, so calculate velocity. Velocity means derivative. Derivative means f dash. S dash means f dash t. So this is, you have to find the derivative of this. How to find the derivative? So 2t square derivative, 48t derivative. Whenever t is there, 2 will not participate. Only t square will participate in the derivative. Whenever t is there, 48 will not participate. Only t will participate in the derivative. 2, t square derivative 2t. Don't forget it. T square, whose gabil, whose naga swahat. Plus 48t derivative 1. 2 to 4t plus 48t. This is not the answer. Velocity is a number, please. Velocity is a number. Slope is a number. Velocity is also a number. I am going 100 km per hour speed in my car means 100 is a number. So after putting the value t is equal to 20, after putting the value t is equal to 20 here, you get the velocity. So this is only a derivative. Now velocity means in the derivative dash, in the derivative you have to put 20. That is 4 times 20 plus 48, 128 feet per second, because the problem is feet and also you have second, so feet per second you should write. This is the speed. So I repeat, what do you mean by velocity? It is the derivative and put the point, that is the seconds, then you get what you get is the derivative. Derivative finding out is easy. Please do not forget these things, very easy. Whose gabil, whose naga swahat, and x cube, x square, x derivative remember permanently. Constant derivative 0, constant and a function is there, constant will not participate in the derivative, only the function will participate in the derivative. This is the end of the module 2. You have to study with a white paper along with the video. Not simply watching the video will not help you. If you simply watch the video, it may not be helpful to you. I repeat, take a white paper, do the problems along with the video. Thank you all.